Hey, welcome to Joy Boy Solar. Welcome back. This is FDR, and today we're going to be talking about offsets. And this is super duper important, but also not as important as you might think. And I'll go into detail about that. So what offset basically is that, let's say you are half on the grid, right? You didn't go full off grid, so you still are using electricity from your utility provider. Offset refers to how much you pull from the solar panels compared to the utility company. So for example, if you have a solar system with an 80% offset, that means that 80% of your energy will come from solar and 20% you will still be pulling from your utility company. Okay? So why this matters is obviously going to be that you will be getting two bills if you have an offset of less than 100%, right? Now, if your offset is of anywhere, I would say within the range of 70 to 80% or less, then at that point, you might want to question going solar a little bit more. However, it's also really going to depend on your use. So let's go into detail here. Let's say in an average year, you use about 17,000 kilowatt hours. 20% of that kilowatt hour needs to come from the utility company. So 3,414 kilowatt hours will be coming from the utility company. Okay? Which means in a given year. So in a month, that means that you're using about 284.5 kilowatt hours a month from the utility company. Now, if you multiply that times the average rate that they charge here in Florida, which is about 8 cents per kilowatt hour, you're looking at a bill of about $22. Okay? About a $22 bill coming from FPL, and then maybe $100 from the solar bill. So you're looking at $120 total when you add both of them together. Now, the reason that this matters is obviously you want to know how much of your electricity you're still paying comes from FPL, because FPL can increase their rates. However, even if it's 80/20, that is $120 is still less than the average $200 bill that you would have gotten from FPL. So yes, getting two bills is dumb and sucks. But if I told you, hey, you get two bills, but both those bills combined is still less than the one bill, well then who cares if it's two bills? It's still less, right? You're still saving money. So it's important, yes, and it can be a determining factor, most certainly, depending on the percentages. But once you're looking at 70, 80, 90%, it's cheaper. It's way better than just getting it from FPL or your utility company, and that's just a fact. Uh, so now let's take a look at another factor that doesn't usually get taken into account, but should. And that is that panels on your roof reduce the heat on your roof by about 38%. Now, heat does not mean temperature. So just because it's 38% heat reduction does not mean that the temperatures go down 38%, right? It just means that when you convert the heat to temperature, you're looking at a decrease in temperature of about 3 to 5%, or excuse me, 3 to 5 degrees. So that means that you use about 10% less energy. So what this all means is that if you have an 80% offset, you're actually really looking at more of a 90% when you take in the heat reduction. If you're looking at a 90% reduction, you're actually probably looking at closer to about a 100% reduction. Um, so just keep that in mind as well. That's why offset is very misleading number. It's very hard to gauge. You really just need to crunch the numbers to see if it's less than what you're paying now. If it's less than what you're paying now, then it doesn't matter if it's two bills, three bills, whatever, because when you use less electricity, your offset changes also. So it's a very fluid thing. I would never base my option solely based on the offset. especially since utility companies have this nasty habit of limiting how many panels a solar company can give you so that your offset is lower, so that you don't go solar at all. So keep that in mind. Again, in the link below, feel free to fill out the questionnaire. I'll help you figure all of this out for your particular case. I just need obviously a copy of your FPL bill or your utility bill so we can take a look at the numbers that you're working with. But this is more of the nitty gritty. This is, you've decided you want to go solar. Now you just need to make sure that the numbers check out. This is what you would do. And I will have a video breaking down the bill, a utility bill here momentarily. But this is offset and why it matters or doesn't. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Stay healthy, happy, and safe.